Good morning, and thank you once again for joining us here live on the XY Spark podcast. This is your boy, your men's life coach, Rolando. It is so amazing to see you again, to connect with you, to be here on this platform. I was out of the country for a little bit and I'm back, guys. So just wanted to send a shout out to you, to all our live TikTok followers, to those who are joining us live on YouTube. If you're live on the podcast, we appreciate you and thank you so very much for continually making the XY Spark podcast the podcast where you take a moment for reflection, where you take a moment for reset, where you take a moment to reconnect and recharge. We just wanted to just say to you guys that we missed you. We missed you. I missed you. I hope that you've been kind to yourself. I hope that you have been taking care of yourself. I hope that you've been showing yourself a little love as we go on from day to day. We just wanted to just reiterate that the XY Spark podcast is the podcast for men, where we seek to normalize conversations about men's mental health because we know that mental health is not a myth. And as men, or we want to just be very mindful about this reality that our mental health is not something that we should leave for later. Our mental health should be our priority. And whoever you are and wherever you are, irrespective of your race, class, ethnicity, or your background, we just want to say to you that this is the space where we seek to say, hey, come on in. Let's normalize conversations. Why? Because your mental health matters. So can you just say that to yourself? My mental health matter. My mental health matter. My mental health is my responsibility. Can you shout that out to yourself? My mental health matters, and my mental health is my responsibility. Just wanted to say to you guys again that the XY Spark podcast is here live weekday mornings at 5:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So wherever you are around the planet, please guys put this on your calendars that at 5:30 a.m. I have an appointment that I need to attend. That appointment is being here on the XY Spark podcast. We also want you guys to know that right here on the podcast, we offer live life coaching calls. So if there's something that's going on and you'd like us to share with you from our own expertise and experience, some practical, psychological, emotional life coaching tips, please come on into the space and let's chat about it. We don't have a lot of time, but we try to say, hey, let's create a safe space for men to talk about tools that we can use to improve our mental health. So today it's a Tuesday, and the caption for our talk today is Take Back Tuesday. We are here, it's a Tuesday, and it's Take Back Tuesday. So we're talking about mindset medicine, tools that you can use to improve your mental wellness. Guys, I just came back from vacation and I learned some very powerful lessons while I was on vacation. Just before I do that, let me just send a shout out to all the amazing people that I met down there in St. Lucia. Shout out to you, St. Lucia. Want to send a shout out to Keegan, to Arnold, to Gregory, to Miss Motley, to Ansha, and all the kids that I met there, all those I met while I, went on the beach, just hanging out. Shout out to St. Lucia, beautiful parish, you country rather, you guys have down there. Really appreciate the sunshine, the beaches, the food. And guys, I challenged myself a little bit while I was there. In St. Lucia, they have two mountains. There are two, they call them the pitons. One is called the Go Piton, and the other one is the Piti Piton. And I went hiking on the Go Peter, and guys, let me tell you, that 2 hour hike, it almost got the best of me, but I made it to the top. And I came back down, and it was so encouraging and powerful. Climbed the piton there with 3 other men, and it was just an amazing experience. And guys, on the climb, I realized that it's really important for you to surround yourself with the right people. It's really important for you to take time to reflect and connect with who you are as a person. It's important for you to learn and be okay to make an independent decision. One of the things that I find is happening a lot is that as men, sometimes we can get caught in this herd mentality, and we are not making decisions on our own. We're making decisions based on what the crowd is saying, based on what's the trend. So we're making decisions based on what's trending. But it's important for you to not make decisions based on what's trending, but make decisions based on what you know is going to help you to get the best results. So move away from saying, hey, this is what's trending, and move towards, this is what I need to do that's going to help me to be better, to get the best results. So, number one thing that you're going to do if you're going to create the right mindset medicine and take your life back is move away from being a slave to the herd mentality. As a man, you've got to not move in sync with the herd. You've got to learn to celebrate your authenticity and be your own person. And that's the challenge that I find a lot of men are having, not being their own persons, being afraid, being scared, having a wishbone instead of a backbone, and not taking the initiative to do something extraordinary that's not trending and that the herd is not following. So if you're going to heal, if you're going to recover, if you're going to break cycles, if you're going to become the best version of yourself, you've got to challenge yourself now to break away from the herd mentality. You've got to move away from following through with what's trending to working hard on doing what's working better for you. So, whatever the habit is that you're struggling with, the mindset that you have, if you're really, find that you're sinking deep into those spaces where you're self-destructing, you're self-harming, you're sabotaging your own success, you're depending on the crowd, or you're focusing on what the crowd is doing before you focus on what you can do, then take your life back from that. And taking your life back from that is going to mean that you're going to have to do some deeper reflection to look at what those things are that you are going to need to do. What independent decisions are you going to need to make that's going to help you to get the best results? And this is key. This is how life is change. This is how you receive the best results, when you're able to zone in and make an independent decision in doing the things that's going to help you to get the best results. Guys, it's time for you as a man. It's time for me as a man. It's time for us together to start asking really deeper questions. Let's move away from having these surface level conversations. Let's move away from being fearful of talking about our emotions. Let's move away from being fearful of acknowledging our current and our present reality. Sometimes, guys, the problems that we have in our relationships, the problems that we have in our ability to overcome or bounce back from disappointments, it's all because of our unwillingness to acknowledge that the way things are going, it's not healthy and it's not helping. You know, the hardest thing to do, or one of the worst places for you to stay stuck in as a man, is in denial. Stop denying. If you have a bad attitude, work on it. If you're a bad listener, learn to listen more. If you are not taking the time to surround yourself with people who are healthy, people who will empower you, people who can encourage you, then you have to separate yourself from that environment if you are going to grow. If you are a man who you're constantly ignorant or arrogant, if you're angry a lot, if you're not open for constructive criticism, if you're not teachable, if you don't consider yourself or open yourself up to be a lifelong learner, then you are only harming yourself. And as you harm yourself, you harm your relationships. And when you harm your relationships, you end up in isolation. And being in isolation is not good for your mental health. So remember this, guys, your mental health matters. And you have got to take ownership and do the work that's going to help to improve your mental health and wellness. So take your life back from that. I want you to make a decision right now to decide that you're going to refuse absolutely to close yourself off from accessing supports that are going to help to improve your well being, that's going to help to improve your mental wellness. I'm saying this to you right now, right here, guys. As a men's life coach, I've seen several hundreds of men who, just by making the decision to pause, to stop, to reflect, just by making the decision to reach out for supports that's outside of themselves, guess what? They continue to win every single time. So take your life back from that. Take your life back from pride. Take your life back from shame. Take your life back from ignorance. Take your life back from the fear of judgment. Take your life back from listening to your internal critique. Take your life back from doing some of the unhealthy things that you are doing that is creating chaos in your environment. Take your life back and make that decision right now, right here, today, that you are no longer going to remain in this space that is hurting you mentally, spiritually, physically, and psychologically. Take your life back. You owe it to yourself. You are worth it, man. I'm telling you right now, you are worth it. You have a whole lot of potential. You possess the ability to break that vicious cycle. You can start right now. Your past is your past, it does not determine your future. You have amazing potential. So take your life back. Reach out. I'm not sure where you are right now or what's happening in your life, but I'm saying that no matter what is happening right now in your life or what has already happened, it's never too late. It's only too late if you decide that it is. But you can also decide something else. You can decide that, hey, guess what? I'm going to start a new trend. I'm going to start a new journey. I'm going to work on my recovery. I'm going to work on my healing. I'm going to work on my transformation. I'm going to give up. I'm going to let go of all those things that I've been hanging on to that has been hurting me. Whatever it is, guess what, guy? Guess what, man? I'm speaking to you right now. I'm speaking to you right now. You are here on TikTok. I'm speaking to you. You're here on YouTube Live. I'm speaking to you. You're here on the podcast or you're listening this pre-recording. I'm speaking to you, man. I don't know who you are. You may be Asian, you may be from the Caribbean, you may be Caucasian, you may be East Indian, you may be indigenous. I don't know. And I'm not even worried about that. Because that's not the issue here. The issue is if you are a man and you're struggling, today is the day to take your life back. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, just type in the chat, I'm ready. If you're ready, type in the chat, I'm ready. And here's what I want you to do right now. Based on what you've just said, I want you to leave from this podcast and start creating a strategy of readiness that's going to help you to heal. And if you commit to this, it's going to change your life. It's going to change the relationship that you have with your kids if you're a father. So to change the relationship that you have with your siblings if you're a brother. It's going to change the relationship that you have with your dad if he's still alive. It's going to change the relationship that you have with your mom. It's going to change the relationship that you have with your partner. It's going to change your professional relationships and your personal relationships. I just want you to go off today and create a strategy of readiness. Are you ready? Are you ready to break the addiction? Are you ready to break the self sabotage? Are you ready to break out of the low self esteem? Are you ready to break out of the addiction, whether it is, a porn addiction, a drug addiction, alcohol addiction, whatever that is? Are you ready? Well, go for it, man, and do it. Why? Because you owe it to yourself. This is your boy, your men's life coach, Rolando. Thank you for joining us here on the XY Spark podcast. We invite you to join us again tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, where we will continue to have more conversations about tools and tips that you can use to improve your mental health and wellness. In the meantime, we just want to continue to remind you that at XY Spark, we believe that there is a spark in you, and we will see you again tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a great day.